was a one-car rollover, basically on the corner of Park Street and Shields Avenue. The vehicle went up the roadway, rolled several times, and came to rest just north of Mercury Street. There were two males in the vehicle, both 28 years old. Both are deceased. They both were thrown up in the vehicle.
And can you talk about how, I guess there was a cab driver, like how were you guys alerted to this accident?
We were alerted by a cab driver that was heading to the Uptown area, saw what he believed a large amount of dust, went up and noticed the vehicle off the side of the road, wrecked. He then called us, and we responded down to the scene.
What time was the accident?
We got the call at about 27 after midnight. So.
Okay, 12:27 a.m.
Were the two 28-year-old males pronounced dead at the scene?
One was transported to St. James, where he was pronounced dead.
And so you had, you also described the condition of the car, and can you talk about how you were saying possibly seatbelts could have maybe saved a life?
I believe seatbelts may have made a difference. The passenger compartment of the vehicle was pretty much intact. There was some crunching of the passenger part of the vehicle, but not a whole lot. Most of the damage to the vehicle was done to the engine compartment and the doors, but I think if seatbelts would have been worn, it may have been a different outcome.
And because they were thrown, and what their injuries were probably consistent?
They were consistent with either being rolled on by the vehicle or by striking the rocks in the area.
And you said the vehicle rolled a couple blocks, so can you kind of just describe like how the crash happened?
So the crash happened just below Park Street on the corner. The vehicle veered off the road, struck which is some river rock that's on the side of the road for drainage, then began to roll southbound on Shields Avenue and came to rest just north of Mercury Street. And they were all in the northbound lane of traffic. They were traveling south, but the wreck happened in the northbound lane of traffic, basically.
So they were heading up Park Street?
No, they were heading south. They were heading east on Park,
east on
south on Shields.
Because it was right where it curves like that, and so then it changes direction.
Correct.
Basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct, and they crossed over into the northbound lane of traffic, went off the roadway, and then began to roll the vehicle.
Do you know on the ejection, maybe you don't, but how far were they from the vehicle? Like how far were they ejected?
I don't have the exact distances, but they were thrown quite a distance from the vehicle, from the stop of the vehicle, where the vehicle actually came to a rest. One male was south of where the vehicle came to rest, and one male was linked to the north of where the vehicle came to rest.
And you did describe this earlier, you called it, which was like some, I think you said violent crash is how you categorized it?
It was a very violent crash, yeah, it was very violent. Speed was a factor in the accident. Unknown if alcohol is at this time.
Yeah, I was going to say, so it looks like they were just driving very fast and recklessly.
Didn't negotiate the turn at this time.
How fast? Any estimate on speed?
I don't have an estimate on it. We'll be doing, with the assistance of the Highway Patrol, we'll be determining speed and stuff this afternoon at the fuel station.
Was there any alcohol, like beer cans or anything found?
Nothing that we could find in the area, no. Nothing in the vehicle at this time. There was no beer cans in the vehicle.
What kind of vehicle?
It was a Ford Focus.
2006.
2006 Ford Focus. And what about the you said two 28-year-old men? Can you tell us anything like where they're from? Or?
They're from Butte. They're roommates. I'm not sure where they live.
They're roommates, so they both. Any idea where they were coming from?
Not at this time. We don't have any idea. That'll be part of our investigation that will continue on today.
And but it's definitely going fast for the conditions.
It was.
I'm trying to get the idea in my head where they were going down East Park, so they were heading toward
East Park,
toward Continental.
Kind of where the jump was at.
Where? Yeah.
Okay, and then making that turn down onto Shields Avenue, and then went off the roadway there, and then the vehicle began to roll just south of Park Street and rolled to just north of Mercury, so about a block and a half. The vehicle
kind of came to rest near the Belmont Center there?
Well, it came on the opposite side of the roadway.
On the other side?
South of the Belmont Center, opposite side of the roadway.
Gotcha. And so pretty bad. I mean, how would you describe the scene?
It was a difficult scene for our officers to be on. There was a lot of damage, a lot of material on the road, and just the damage to having two deceased people. It's tough to deal with for our officers.